It just seems like it was yesterday. Yeah, actually, it was last night while we were live streaming. We said, wouldn't it be nice to wake up to some news tomorrow regarding the NFL and a quarterback, a black quarterback? That would just be an outstanding way to start the week. But little did we know that when we awoken today, that it wasn't going to be the quarterback we were speaking of. It turns out that Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia Eagles have agreed on a 5 year, $255 million extension with an annual average of $51 million a year, which makes Jalen Hurts the highest paid quarterback, highest paid player in NFL history up to this point. Now, we do have Joe Burrow and Justin Herbert still on tap to possibly get a deal this offseason. I don't see why they wouldn't, because the longer they wait, the more the price tag goes up. So make sure you take note, Baltimore Ravens. You need to get something done immediately because Lamar's price tag is doing nothing but going up. But back to Jalen Hurts. With this $255 million deal, it also comes with $179 million in total guarantees. Now, this makes this the second largest guarantee in NFL history behind the $230.5 million that Deshaun Watson got. I don't think that guaranteed money was a sticking point because Jalen Hurts is making $51 million a year and he has a no trade clause, which is the first in Eagles history. Not too many players have been putting no trade clauses into their contracts, but I do believe now going forward, that is going to be something that is going to be a sticking point, especially for these franchise quarterbacks and teams going forward. Jalen also gets $110 million at signing, and by March 2024, it will be $126 million total and fully guaranteed money that he will receive, which is not bad. I know that a lot of people are stuck on Lamar saying he wants a fully guaranteed contract, but this is something that we have not heard come out of his mouth. I think now the Ravens have to make him an offer if they're trying to sign him long term to something over $51 million a year or something close, along with the $255 million extension that he signed. There is also an escalator clause where he can gain an additional $15 million. Now you add that on to the $4 million he's making this year, and in the 6 year deal, he can make $274 million in total. And that is not a bad chunk of change for a second round pick, somebody who was an afterthought at the time because Carson Wentz was the starting quarterback and Jalen Hurts just came in to provide insurance. Now look at him. Once again, I told you, Howard Roseman, that GM does not play. He doesn't play games. If he has players that he wants, he goes all out and he gets the deals done. Also, I think Roseman is smart enough to know if I sit back and wait for Lamar, Herbert, and Burrow to get paid, it's only going to drive Hurts' price up. So let's get it done. Let's be the first. Let's jump out in front of all this, get it done, and kind of set the market instead of just sitting back waiting for other quarterbacks to get signed, watching the franchise quarterback market balloon. You get in front of it. Unlike some teams that want to sit back, play games, do all these other things, and now are probably going to have to pay out the wazoo. Now, I'm extremely happy for the kid. He got his money. A lot of people doubted him. He said they doubted him his whole life. We saw what happened at Alabama. He got replaced by Tua, went to Oklahoma, set his legacy. I think one of the best things for me about this deal is one thing that I'm most proud about and happy about is his agent. And if you don't know, Jalen Hurts has a female agent, Nicole Lynn. I've seen specials on her done on 4-letter networks, and she seems to be a very capable agent. But if you doubted her before, she has a client that has the richest contract in NFL history. So kudos to you, and let's keep this advancement going on, because I'm sure in the beginning it was not good for her. It was not easy for her to navigate through an all-male sport, trying to get deals done and be taken seriously. So tip my cap to you. Now, for the bad part about this deal. It's nothing bad for Philadelphia. It's nothing bad for Jalen Hurts. It's nothing bad for Nicole Lynn. It is all bad for the Baltimore Ravens. Now, last week, we had so much hope. Everyone saw the signing of Odell Beckham Jr. and figured Lamar Jackson probably would not be too far behind, or at least we had higher hopes that Lamar was going to sign with the team because we didn't believe Odell was going to come without assurance that Lamar was going to be the quarterback. Now, this kind of puts a little damper on the situation unless the Ravens and Lamar have already come to a contract agreement that has been signed, but just not been reported. These things have happened in the past. I'm sure that the Hollywood deal last year was done before the news even broke during the draft. This is the only thing that's going to give me hope that a deal gets done, because now what that does is maybe Lamar does not need the guaranteed money, but maybe he needs more money annually. Now, I know Jalen Hurts has taken his team to a Super Bowl, but if you look at the list of accomplishments between the two quarterbacks, Lamar has him on accomplishments. Jalen has him on playoff wins. But who's the better quarterback? Who means more to their team? Jalen Hurts is talented. I like him, but he does not mean more to the Philadelphia Eagles than Lamar Jackson means to the Baltimore Ravens. So, unlike the Ravens, the Eagles went and got a deal done after his third year. Once he became eligible to get an extension, they gave it to him. We did not do that. We sat around and said, you know what? We're going to wait and see what we want to do. We're going to ride this rookie deal out for as long as we can and hope and pray that you do not price yourself out of Baltimore. Now, understandably, I know a lot of people like, you're crazy. They wouldn't do anything like that. But if you look at the history and the trend of the Ravens the last few years, players are pricing themselves out of this organization. Now, I know we say, hey, this is a franchise quarterback. We would not do that. As you can see, other teams, and if you look at the Eagles, they've paid a lot of people. They brought in a lot of free agents. They spent a lot of money, but yet and still they found a way to trade for a number one receiver and give him $100 million contract. Then the very next year, they found a way to give their quarterback a record-breaking deal, averaging $51 million a year. So they saw, they wanted, they signed. Not us. We pussyfoot around, we play these negotiation games, and we end up in situations like this. Now, may the football gods hold off on Justin Herbert and Joe Burrow at least for another 3 months, possibly. Just prolong the deal for me, because Lamar Jackson's price keeps going up. Now, everybody's like, hey, and they're still talking this agent crap. If Lamar would have had this agent and done what you all said, he'd have signed for $39 million long ago. As we can see, Jalen Hurts, with 2 years starting, just got $51 million a year. $51 million off of 2 years starting. So what do you think Lamar is sitting back home thinking about now? Like, my price tag went up. OTL Mike says it best. Yesterday's prices ain't today's prices. And every day that goes by, every week, every month, Lamar Jackson's price tag goes up. So it's your move, Baltimore Ravens. What are you going to do? Are you going to sit back and let the market be reset again and again before you offer Lamar a contract? Now, I know everybody's thinking, hey, we've got him on the franchise tag. He does not have to play. He does not have to play because technically, right now, at this moment, Lamar Jackson is not a part of the Baltimore Ravens. Until he signs that franchise tag, he is not a part of this organization, nor does he have to be. He can wait until week 7 to sign and show up to get paid. So let's not believe the Ravens have all the leverage. And once again, and I'm going to say this for the last time, please, Steve Bisciotti, because I know EDC has nothing to do with this, please, Steve Bisciotti, sign this man before it gets too late. I know things are contentious between you two right now, but it's going to only get worse the more other quarterbacks get paid. All right, just wanted to give y'all a quick video. Appreciate y'all dropping by, hanging out with your boy, and make sure you hit that like button. Make sure to subscribe, hit that notification bell so you know when I put out a new video, because it seems like now I've been putting out videos pretty regularly. So, just to get updated, hit it all, and I appreciate you, but I'll see you next time.